chaotic, and it has changed my life. I'm a fan of his ever since. I love this collection. Of his most legendary supermodels and more. The four queens of the runway. Fashion, New York Fashion Week is right around the corner. Librarian tonight, and that's because I came to read a bitch. Jaja's Atelier, bitch. Welcome back, guys, to a brand new episode of Jaja's Atelier. It's yours truly, and yes, I'm wearing all white today because I'm feeling absolutely heavenly and divine, darling. After the relaxing self-care Saturday I had, and honey, I needed it because work this week was busy. I had my home renovations, I had my styling, I had so many things up in the air at one time. I was supposed to come to you guys a few days after the last episode, but things got really hectic. But I'm here on a late Saturday night. Just call me Miss Leno. Catch that tea. Anyway, not to mention all the political unrest that's been going on this past week. I told y'all when it starts getting too much for me on social media, I'm just going to back it on up. Anyway, so I want to start off with some positive news. We have plenty of time to get into all the political shenanigans. First, I want to send a huge congratulations to the moment, the icon, the legendary red carpet darling, honey, Miss Kelly Rowland. It just got announced on Women's Wear Daily today that she will be performing at the 2004 Venice Amphar Gala. This gala is pretty prestigious. I put it up there with the Met Gala. It's to raise awareness for HIV and AIDS. They've been doing this for years now. It's a great charity. It's a great gala. And I think it also coincides with the Venice Film Festival. I know Kelly Rowland is going to kill it. You know, a lot of people, Kelly Rowland gets, she gets a little underrated at times, which really isn't fair because, you know, Beyonce is a powerhouse, but so is Kelly Rowland. Mind you, these girls, they came up together. So is Michelle Williams, by the way, who is doing her thing on Broadway. But these girls, all three of them are amazing in their own right. So I'm glad that they went with Kelly Rowland. I know she's going to look fabulous. She's going to be all over the red carpets. Hopefully this time the people in Venice won't give her a hard time like the people in Cannes did. Because, honey, that was ridiculous. So huge congratulations to Kelly Rowland. Also, I want to send a huge congratulations to one of Beyonce's stylists, the Emmy Award-winning Zarina Akers. Now, she also has clients. Meg Thee Stallion is also one of her clients. Well, she announced some big news today. Y'all know I'm on the tablet, so give me a second. She has a luxury wardrobe rental studio by the name of The Show Must Go On Fashion Rental. And she is moving it, well, not moving it, but extending it to this house in LA called the St. Helen House, which is just, it's just like an aesthetic house. They sell things. I think people stay there. But from what I was reading, it's a really big deal. And I just wanted to give her a shout out for that. Also, before I go any deeper with how I feel about it, let me tell you, she has over 5,000 pieces of vintage luxury goods that she's collected over the years. So she's definitely been doing her thing. I mean, she's an Emmy award-winning stylist, costume designer. She's worked with Beyonce, like I said, Meg Thee Stallion. But I also want to point out that this is really important because in an age of Project 2025 and Trump, which again we'll get to in a minute, and all the DEI, I believe that's how you say it, and all the DEI access programs for Black businesses and Black female-owned businesses are just being erased all around us. It's good to see that some of us are still able to rise to the top, and hopefully that will transcend and trickle on, that will trickle on down to, you know, some people that are green to the industry and just need a chance, you know, because listen, politics, this brand of politics, this age of politics that we're in now, it's affecting everything. It's really affecting everything. So I was really happy to see this. This was really important. So huge shout to Zarina Akers. Okay, so what are we going to talk about next? Should we go just straight into it? I'm not going to show any of the pictures of the Raleigh, the rally that Trump allegedly there was a suicide attempt placed on Trump allegedly. Um, I'm not gonna be too long on this because it's just been, and no, I'm not crying. My lashes are itching. It's just been, it's just been, we're in weird fucking times. We're in weird fucking times. So listen, I watched it. I was actually at a party in Richmond with my sister Shannon. We had a good time. It was a 90s party. Shout out to Francine and Christmas for inviting me. Thank y'all. We had a great time. But we were sitting there. We had got there kind of early, and we were sitting there, just shooting the shit, mixing and mingling. There was a lot of people there that I didn't really know, but they were great people. And I look on my phone and I see Trump shot. And I'm not going to listen, I'm not going to apologize for how I feel about it. Because if it was anybody else in the political world other than Trump, and it was somebody that he didn't like, honey, we would still be hearing it. So I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say because this is my show. I was like, what? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Oh my God. We're free. That's exactly what I said. And then the details started rolling out. And it just doesn't, listen. To me, it doesn't make any sense. You could see the people on camera telling the police they could see a young man with a gun scaling up the building. It took them almost 2 minutes to do anything. The people sitting behind him at the rally don't look shocked that this has happened. I believe 3 people got shot. Out of the 3, one of them lost his life. He was a retired firefighter. He lost his life shielding his wife and children. A lot of publications are calling him an American hero. I will not. Because if you were a real American hero, you wouldn't have had your children and your wife or yourself at that rally in the first place. And I see a lot of people when you start talking about him as the victim, it's like, oh, well, he was for his country. You can't be for your country and be a Republican, a Trump Republican at this point in time. Because what the Trump Republican is signing on for is a complete defacing of American democracy. A complete erasing of our freedoms, our liberties, our privileges, our rights. So no, he's not an American hero. I'm sorry that those girls lost their father. But even the wife was a nasty cunt. Why is it that you were at a Trump rally and the president, Joe Biden, the current sitting president, calls you before the man that your husband basically died for? Allegedly. She refused the phone call. She said her husband would not want her to talk to Joe Biden. Let these cars roll by. I'm sorry. You guys know I live on a highway. Despicable. White trash with a fried raccoon meat collar is what the fuck she is. And so was her husband. And I'm not mincing words today. Now, when it comes to Trump getting shot, Trump did not actually get hit with a bullet. What cut his face and his ear? The opposite side of where the bullet was coming from. The opposite ear in which he wears that stupid fucking tampon walking around the RNC. It was glass from the monitor. The CIA, I believe, has come out and said that, allegedly. I'll say allegedly because I can't remember if that's actuals and factuals. And it's a lot of celebrities of color that I'm really disappointed in. Foxy Brown, what were you thinking posting that in your stories? Trump a real blood clot gangsta them. Are you serious, girl? And I love Foxy Brown, but it's a lot of people, and I'm just looking at them like, girl, really? Y'all know I'm a huge fan of Foxy Brown, the ill Nana herself. But that wasn't cool. And then I'm going to go on to the legendary Stain Hoochie herself, Amber Rose, who spoke at the RNC. I'm not going to replay her speech, if that's what you want to call it. This is her at the RNC giving her speech. You know what, Amber? You're a real fucking puss cunt. Because now all of a sudden you're not a black woman, you're biracial. Girl, your pussy and you have benefited off of black culture for the last almost 20 fucking years. Your pussy has popped from rapper to rapper to rapper to nobody, who is now with a 74-year-old woman, the icon Cher. You have black sons, bitch. Are you serious? You have black sons. Your sons are black. And contrary to your tap dancing for the white man in your moments, one drop of blood in your veins in this country, you's a nigga. They don't care what you're mixed with, honey. You are at the RNC speaking on behalf of who? Not this girl right here. Not you. Not her right here. You've got to be kidding me. I don't even know what she said, and I don't even care. Another celebrity that I'm going to read for filth today. Hulk fucking Hogan. The Hulkinator. I had forgot. Like, him and his family, I used to love their reality show. Back when I was a little boy, I used to watch WWF SmackDown, and my dad used to watch Hulk Hogan. We were all raised up off of Hulk Hogan, or should I say Hulk Hoagie? A white man who has made millions of dollars off of white people and black people. Now, he was recently in a scandal that involved racial disparities. He was caught back in the day. I remember when all that shit was going down with him and his wife, and he was being just a nasty, dirty, down low, spread it wide type of a cracker. Excuse me, I shouldn't have said that, but I'm not blooping it out. Where he told his daughter, well, if you're gonna be with a nigga, at least let him have some money. And now he's, oh, Trump! Please. What does Hulk Hogan and Amber Rose, what does the dried up, alleged motherfucking cokehead washed up wrestler and the Stain Hoochie Skeet bitch, why do y'all have them at the RNC? I thought y'all were about God and evangelicalism and all that crap. How far low down did you have to go into the gutter and scrape out this 80s and prostitute trash out of the gutter to invite them and have y'all speak? Y'all Republicans don't even know who y'all got speaking for y'all. As long as they're famous and as long as they're somewhat black, we're going to throw them up there. We need that black vote. And a lot of you niggas are eating it right on up. I've been looking at it all week. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I have been watching it all week. The comments. especially when it came to Amber Rose and so many men like, so many black men like Stephen A. Smith standing up for them. Standing up for her, Amber Rose. As well as comedian Michael Blackston, who tweeted this. I did an interview yesterday and I was asked about Amber Rose. First of all, she's my friend. She's from Philly. We was raised where I was raised. She's a mother and her mom is from the coast of Africa like me. Well, honey, she don't motherfucking claim it. She's biracial. I thought we live in America where we have freedom of speech and allowed to vote for whoever we want. Leave her alone, motherfuckers. Leave my Philly queen, Amber Rose, alone. Black women, can I ask y'all a question? Would he be saying all that if she was the same shade as me or you? Don't we find it funny that when it was Omarosa, we had such a problem with it, but now that it's Amber, the big booty skeet bitch, the biracial stain hoochie, oh, now we're protecting, oh, leave her alone. She's just doing her civic duty. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this like, am I living in the Twilight Zone? Take me back to 1995 and can we just start all over from there? Y'all did not have the same support for Omarosa, and we didn't even really, we kind of knew what we were getting with Trump, but it wasn't this bad. Like, he wasn't indicted yet. He was just running his mouth at that point. But now we know exactly what the fuck we're getting, and you want us to go easy on her? Fuck that bitch. That bitch has benefited off of your black nigger asses for the past 20 fucking years. And she wants to jump on the Trump train. Well, give all the African Americans who's giving you money for your OnlyFans and whatever else the fuck you do. Give them all that money back and ask Trump to replace it. We gotta watch who we prop up. This is why I keep telling everybody, watch who you prop up. I really don't have shit to say about that stunt that Trump is a motherfucking stunt queen. I really don't have nothing to say about it. It's plain as day to me, allegedly. Oh, God forbid I say it. It's plain as day. That shit was put together. That shit was put together. And then a lot of people were saying, but people actually got shot. Somebody actually died. I said, do you not remember when he put all them children in cages in Mexico and them children still haven't made their way back to their families? You don't think he would sacrifice 2 people to win the election, to make him the martyr as he stands up? Fight! The only thing you're fighting, Trump, is your bowels. You care nothing about the American people. And then he walks out on the stage at the RNC with Melania's dirty tampon on his ear. I'm not supposed to be here. And the people in the audience are like, yes, you are. Like, are y'all really serious? Like, what kind of methadone are they taking? What kind of crack cocaine methadone are they putting on a hot metal spoon and lighting and smoking to be standing out there? I mean, the people are so brainwashed. They're even walking around with Melania's other dirty tampons on their ears. What is wrong with y'all Americans? Y'all are sick. You need help. White, black, Latina, Asian, whoever is going with the flow of that bullshit, you need help. There was a senator who was just fired from his job for making jokes about Trump. I'm not even going to repeat what he said because I can't remember. But he recently just got fired. This man right here. I'm going to post a picture of him because I can't remember his name. But this man right here, whoever it may be that I post later. There was a comedian, not even from this country, forced to apologize for making jokes about the alleged assassination attempt. Do you all really think that if it was Joe Biden that almost was assassinated, that could have gotten assassinated, that would have been in that same situation, do you think that Trump would have called him? I said it earlier in the show. We would still be hearing about it. The jokes would not stop from Trump's end. I respect Joe Biden. I don't agree with everything that he says, but I respect him as a president. He holds his own. He's been doing great on the campaign trail ever since, that first, debate debacle that he had. He's been doing great. He's been speaking to Complex and, trying to get the youth back on his team because he's suffering in that area. The youth, the Gen Zs and the millennials are about through with him. A lot of them. So he's trying to get that back. He's working. You know what, Biden, with all that being said, stop being a fucking pussy. You, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, and all y'all other Democrats, because while Trump is out here degrading and humiliating y'all, all that Michelle Obama shit, it got to go. When he go low, y'all need to take it to hell because they don't understand anything else. Unfortunately, society no longer regards dignity and self-respect as something that they want to see on a daily basis. They want to see raw. They want to see nasty. They want to see gutter butt. They want to see trash. So that's what y'all need to give him to win this election. And I'm just keeping it a stack. What the fuck you look like calling Donald Trump after that alleged assassination attempt, Joe Biden? Enough is a fuck enough. And now he's been throwing his shade and shooting his jabs, but it's just not enough. It's not enough. Listen, we all knew that shit was fake. Y'all know that man don't bleed regular blood. That man bleed Thousand Island dressed in Big Mac sauce. He don't bleed regular blood. So we already knew that was fake. I said it. Because if that was real, whoever was up on that roof, they wouldn't have missed. I am tired of the Democrats pussyfooting around. Y'all need to get with the times. We are in a reality TV society. We are in a Real Housewives of Atlanta, Zeus Network, Love and Hip Hop, Mama June, shit talking, grease talking, raw meat hanging. That's what society, that's what the American society thrives off of. That's why all these shows and everything are so popular. Even Trump's former show, The Apprentice. That's what the American people thrive on. Stop playing games. I have to apologize to Jasmine Crockett. She had every right to go in on that lady. That's what we need to see. You can no longer, when they go low, we're going to go high. No. Love you, Michelle. But even Michelle would tell you, bitch. I'm really shocked. Like, I just didn't think, like, our freedoms and our liberties would be at risk like this. Anyway. So, in other fashion news, the Kardashians took India last week. And listen, it was Khloe and Kim. They were in India for the Albami wedding. A whole bunch of celebrities was there. John Cena, the Kardashians. I believe Lala Anthony was there. And a couple of other people I can't name. Oh, Luxury Law, whose birthday it is. Happy birthday, La Roche. We love you. We don't always agree with you, but we love you. He was there, but the Kardashians took center stage, honey. The Kardashians, I'm looking at the looks right now, and honey, It was giving Princess Jasmine. It was giving Aladdin. It was just giving all the things. Now, there was a huge debate online about the two of them and which one of them looked better. I'm sorry, Kim. I got to give it to Khloe. Khloe looked absolutely stunning. I love her in this bubblegum pink. I loved both of their looks, but it was just something about Khloe. But this look right here on Khloe, this white next to Kim in the red, this is my favorite. All the women at the wedding looked absolutely stunning. The jewels were by Lorraine Schwartz. I mean, the looks just kept coming and kept coming. Absolutely stunning. Today's going to be a short show today, guys. I want to end today's show. First, I want to end with saying my condolences to the family of Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons was a pioneer. To be quite honest with you, Richard Simmons is actually the first queer person I ever saw on television that I actually knew was queer. Back in the day, we used to call it a little funny if you weren't sure. So he has paved the way for people like, Shaun T and those guys that do the workout series and things like that. But the one that hit me the hardest this week was my girl, Shannon Doherty. I'm looking at this picture of her right now. She's been battling breast cancer for over 10 years. It had went away, and then she was in remission for a little while, and then it had came back. And it came back to stage 4, and she fought till the end. And she really became an advocate for women's rights and women's health during her time of, just going through, the cancer journey. She's most notably known for her role as Brenda Walsh on 90210 and also her role in Charms. Now, a lot of people were saying that she wasn't such a nice person and she was a real bitch. But I loved Shannon Doherty. And now her and Dylan can be together eternally. Luke Perry also passed away a couple years ago, and that was her love interest on the show. It was just, it's like everybody's getting old. Everybody's dying. It's just so sad. You will be missed, Shannon Doherty. I don't care what the haters say about you. I know you're looking down on us. I'm going to be watching Beverly Hills 90210 all week because of you. And whenever, your character goes away, I will go on and watch something else. Because Beverly Hills 90210 just wasn't quite the same without Shannon Doherty, a.k.a. Brenda Walsh. Even though I did love me some Tiffany Amber Thiessen, though. She was a good replacement, but she wasn't Brenda. But she was good, honey. Valerie Malone. Anyway, y'all, that's today's show. I will be back in a few days. Things have kind of settled down here in the atelier, darling. So I will be back maybe Tuesday. I'll come back Tuesday, and we'll touch base then. Love you guys. Ciao.